It went up in the fiery flare.
So basically, at the smallest level, the universe is a dot. And then when you zoom out and become aware of it, you realize it's a circle. And what I mean by become aware of it is that a single measurable event or location in space-time is indistinguishable from the observer. The smallest measurable amount of change has no space around it to separate itself from the observer. If the universe is a single dot, that means that it's zero-dimensional, which means that there are no coordinates. Space is just a property of mass. Zoom out again, and you realize that it's a sphere. Now we have three phases of universal existence: zero-dimensional oneness, one-dimensional one-dimensional surface. One-dimensional, and what I mean by this is that a circle is just a straight line on a sphere. The easiest way, and the beginning is the end. So time itself is a property of this phase of the universe. First, things exist as a dot, and then we zoom out and we see that things are circular. And what I mean by this is that all things that exist are contained within this circle. It now has dimensions. There's now separation. You can go up, but the farther up you go, the farther away from down you get. Same thing with left and right. And this insinuates that the rim of the circle is the edge. And when we zoom out one more time, we get a sphere. Basically, everything happens everywhere at once. Particles were emergent, and just like a mountain range doesn't form one mountain at a time, all of the stuff that exists emerged from the phase that the entire universe was in. I can't claim to know how many phases exist, but I'm guessing they're infinite. And I'm guessing that, hallucinations are 5-dimensional. I think humanity is at kind of a point in our evolution where our consciousness is preparing itself to upgrade within a few generations to be able to perceive 5-dimensional stuff. I really think that's where we're headed, because if the universe is infinite, that means we have no fucking idea what's going on. Because there are things that are happening right in front of our eyes that we just can't see. Because if there are infinite amounts of time that can go by, you know, evolution can change things so much that they are unrecognizable to parts of the system that emerged in a different spot. Things are so different in the jungle compared to the desert that you wouldn't say that the jungle is the desert. So, just like, you know, you don't see monkeys in the Mojave, you don't see aliens on planet Earth, because they are not made out of carbon. They're made out of freaking jujubans or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many universes over that it's like we can't. Anyway, infinity is vast and incomprehensible, and the physical world, what we consider it to be, is the smallest fucking slice. Let's just put it that way. So, is the universe on a linear path that is constantly changing its phase based on the previous one, increasing in dimensionality as it goes? Maybe, when that would put us right between 4 and 5, and 14 billion years have gone by since the singularity, and we got to look now at black holes. Because if the holographic principle is true, what a black hole actually is an area of the universe that has been distorted so much by gravity that it has regressed into being only 2-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? All the information that crosses this quote-unquote event horizon is encoded on the flat surface of a black hole. So there's evidence that transdimensionality is already possible in the natural world. You know, just like gravity propagates in a 1-dimensional way, there are 5-dimensional hallucinations, and unfortunately, it's going to take a few decades before this is, you know, brought into the forefront of the world and its everyday problems, which sucks because, you know, hallucinations derived from psychedelics can be beautiful, life-changing, healing experiences. And they can teach you lots about yourself and about how stuff works. Especially with the planet on the brink of destruction, I think it would be kind of important for us to have a collective phase change as a species and maybe steer ourselves towards something a little bit more sustainable.